Guys, welcome to the JWK show. We talk about crypto and we keep things short and concise. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, crypto exchange BITUNIX, and get your XRP by using the link in the description below. We have no KYC and no VPN. Now, today is a symbolic day for Ripple XRP. We can see we have Ripple CEO following 589 people and Ripple following 985, which is 589 reverse. And today we have 5/8/2025, which is also a 589 day. So it seems like we could see something massive happening today for Ripple XRP. We even have from BG123 the reference of 589 as well. We have Cobalt, Comics, Nostro, and Liquidity, and Swift, XRP replacing Swift, or Swift using XRP. And guys, we do have something extremely massive happening on the 589 date. So we can see we have today at 12:30 p.m. the SEC holding a closed meeting to vote on lifting the XRP institutional sales ban and reducing Ripple's fine from $125 million to $50 million. So with a closed meeting happening with the SEC, guys, today is a big day for the Ripple versus SEC case. And now we do have the latest update, and that is breaking the SEC filing the settlement agreement letter. So we now finally have the SEC agreeing with the Ripple settlement. So this means that the case is almost over. We have from John Deedon, it is over. Guys, we knew from the very start that this was all pre-planned. It was all a show, and that Ripple was going to win at the end of the day. But guys, we didn't know how long this was going to take, and the lawsuit has been going on for a very long time, ever since 2020. So we have from Eleanor Tret, just in, the SEC announced a settlement with Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson. And the parties have agreed that Ripple will pay $50 million of the original $125 million penalty, and the rest being returned to Ripple. So we have $75 million returned to Ripple. That is a massive amount of money. And both sides will drop appeals. The court agrees to lift the injunction placed on Ripple. So all we're waiting for is the lifting of the injunction. After that, guys, banks, institutions can now buy XRP, use XRP in the open market. And we have from Johnny Deanon responding to this, Eleanor Tret, and he says, it will be absolutely shocking for Judge Torres to not agree to lift the injunction under these circumstances. I don't want to jinx anything, but the below agreement makes perfect sense, and it's difficult to see it not go through. So we should see again, guys, very, very likely Judge Torres lifting the injunction, which will be the biggest green light for XRP and institutions. And guys, these are the next steps for the Ripple versus SEC case. We have Judge Torres need to provide an addictive ruling as to whether the courts, number one, would dissolve the injunction and release the escrow with $50 million going to the SEC and the balance back to Ripple. Number two, if Judge Torres provides the indicative ruling, the SEC and Ripple will ask the Second Circuit for a limited remand back to Judge Torres to ask for the relief described above. Number three, we have upon the granting of the remand, the SEC and Ripple will file a motion with Judge Torres asking for the relief described above. And number four, after the injunction is dissolved and the funds distributed, the SEC and Ripple will ask the Court of Appeals to dismiss the SEC's appeal and Ripple's cross appeal, and then it will be officially over. So guys, not much stuff left until the official ending of the case. And guys, to make things very clear regarding with the SEC settlement letter, we have the letter indicating that the SEC has decided to cease its legal action against Ripple and XRP. So guys, all we're waiting for is also the official announcement of the SEC declaring that the case is over, and as said by Brad Garlinghouse, guys, it is over. Ripple XRP has won. So at this point, all it is a waiting game. We do have the price of XRP pumping up 10% with the settlement letter. XRP trading at around $2.32. We have breaking Oregon passes Senate Bill 167 officially recognizing Bitcoin and digital assets as legal collateral. This is another confirmation of mass adoption coming in for cryptos. And lastly, we have a new reports in partnership with Ripple. We have Web3 and crypto in France and Europe. We have XRP takeover in France and Europe. And this is towards sustainable institutional adoption 2025. And this is from April. We have a wide range of overview of French and European aspects of crypto adoption. Guys, at this point, every country is getting involved with Ripple XRP. and they talk about the XRP ledger and fast, scalable, cheap transactions, Ripple payments, crypto custody, stablecoin solutions, and many more. We essentially had the description of the new upcoming digital asset economy, which is centered around XRP and their stablecoins. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.